Alright guys, I think it's time we have a bit of a chat. Hello guys, I hope yous are well. So throughout the week there I got a message from a certain individual, and I won't disclose their name for privacy reasons. However, they messaged me saying that they really loved my videos, they appreciated my videos, and they really connected with my videos, but they wanted to know if I suffered with mental health issues as they themselves do, and they really connect with it. And they see me like supporting mental health issues a lot on my channel, and even my slogan itself is always remember to look after yourself. And I quite simply said to them, yes I do. Everyone does, and I am definitely not the abnormality to that fact. Everyone suffers with mental health issues, and at one stage or the other, everyone will experience some sort of issue when it comes to their mental health. And I believe that it's quite a key component for everyone to be aware of, and it's quite key for people to actually look after themselves, take care of themselves, and support themselves, and make sure that their mental health is in check. Because if your mental health isn't in check, you lose balance, you completely lose yourself, and you can fall down a rabbit hole that sometimes it can be impossible or seem impossible to get yourself out of. And that's why I really support it, that's why I really encourage it, that's why I tell people to always look after themselves. I grew up in Kerr between the ages of 12 and 18. I was left alone a lot of the time. I have a whole story there that if you would ever be interested in hearing, I will definitely tell, and I can explain where I came from and why I am the way that I am now. I was severely abused for a long time. I was severely mistreated for a very long time, and there's reasons why I look at things the way that I do. But I did get help 3 years ago through therapy, and that's why I would always acknowledge the fact that everyone, no matter who it is, no matter what they are going through, no matter what is happening in their life, I would suggest that everyone go to therapy, because essentially it can help free you from the demons that you may be repressing, that you may not be ready to face, but those demons are what's holding you back. And people make mistakes when they're going through those experiences, and that's okay too. You can learn from your mistakes, take responsibility and accountability for your mistakes, and you can continue building and be a better version of you that you want to be for yourself, not for anyone else, but for you. And that's why I make the videos that I make. That's why I do the stuff that I do, because I really just want to help in any way that I can, even as minuscule as it may be. However, I'm a bit of a hypocrite, and I won't deny that fact. When my mum died in September, that really, really hurt me. It really broke me. And over the last 4 months, I have been struggling. I have been really badly struggling, and I've been saying everyone look after themselves and stuff. I failed to do that. I failed to really look after myself for the last 4 months. I started getting angry a lot. I felt like I couldn't grieve and didn't have the opportunity to grieve. I felt like I wasn't good enough for anybody. I felt like I had no support. I felt like I had to be on my own, but then I wasn't allowed to be on my own. At times I needed to be on my own. And when you lose a parent, I've lost both my parents now. Anyone that's lost parents will understand, will be able to explain to people that if you haven't lost parents, you don't really understand how it feels. Like, you really don't. And I was feeling like I was a failure. I was letting people down. I was being told I wasn't good enough a lot of the time, and it really broke me. And I felt like I couldn't grieve at all. I felt like my mind was all over the place, and I just kept going in these routines and not looking after myself or doing the things for myself that I needed to do to be the best version of me, because I was so riddled with guilt, because I felt severe guilt when my mum died, because it was my birthday, the 3rd of September. I had my last call for her. I didn't see her that day. I was meant to go see her, but I was held up with a lot of stuff, and I rung her saying, oh, I can't make it down tonight. I'll see you tomorrow morning. And she was on the phone to me, and she was like, I'm so sick, I'm so sick. And I told her to go to bed and get some sleep, and I'll be down in the morning. And she died. And I know it's not my fault. I know that it's not, but it was hard because I didn't see her on my birthday, and it was so hard to deal with that. And then over the next couple of months, I was still doing Smiley, and I was still doing my gigs, and I was still doing my videos, and I still wanted to help and support people through like Sean's Law, the mental health services, the cancer research. I still wanted to do the best thing I could do to try and help others, but I was also using it as a distraction because I couldn't face my own demons that I was facing. and it felt like I didn't even have the time or the opportunity to do so, because it seemed like nothing I did was even good enough anymore. You know what I mean? I started going through a real depression and dark hole, and that's to be expected though. Like, you know, when you're grieving, it's to be expected to have anger, to have the 6 stage of grief essentially. But when people don't actually understand what you're going through or try to minimize what you're going through, it's like it just doesn't help. It doesn't help at all. And when you're still trying to maintain the velocity of what you were doing and trying to act like everything's fine, it's just going to catch up with you in the end. You're going to end up being passive aggressive. You're going to end up having angry outbursts. You're going to end up being sad and not feeling fully committed to the world around you. And it was a struggle. It's been a severe struggle. And that's why I'm saying to myself that, you know what, I need goals. That's how it helps. And so my goal for 2025, I have 4 goals here, and this is what everyone needs. They need to have goals and plans for a year. And I believe that every new year is a new chapter, a new genre for a movie that you want to choose. And essentially, this is the new chance, a new opportunity for you to do something different or better or improve. And I believe that that's what I need to do. The best I've ever felt was when I was at the gym working out and focusing on myself. And that's what I'm going back to. Step 1 is I want to get back to the gym, want to eat healthier, and I'm going to go back to the gym. I'm going to walk every day. I'm going to work very hard over the next 6 months to try and get the physical physique that I want and I've always wanted. And I believe that I can do that, no problem, but I'm not going to put any pressure on myself to be like a certain deadline. But I'm giving myself 6 months to play around, to get improvement, and I'm going to start that from tomorrow. I also want to read 2 books a month because I used to love reading all the time, and I believe that you should also embrace reading and have that time to just escape from your mind. And I believe that's very important, especially if you're suffering with mental health issues. Escaping from your mind for a little while, distracting yourself for a little while, is very important. I'm also going to grievance counselling to basically help myself recover from such a huge loss, because it is a huge loss. You know, my mum was my best friend. I feel quite lonely. She was my biggest fan, my biggest supporter. Not having her here, even though it seemed fine, it's like there's a part of me that's like completely missing, and a part of my day that's gone. Or even having shown her my videos and like, oh look, mum, and she was like, oh that's great, the best thing she's ever seen. It's so hard, you know, and pretty much I just like feel like I need to do that. And yeah, I believe that people need to go easy on themselves, and they need to support themselves. They need to give themselves the opportunity to be better and improve, and goals and ambition and stuff like that is that. And I have a lot of music ambitions, a lot of music goals, but that's a completely different video. But I believe that you should always go easy on yourself, because I wasn't going easy on myself for those last few months. I haven't been, and I let it get at me, and I felt like the worst person in the world. But I'm done with feeling like that. I'm feeling so much better. I'm feeling improved, and I'm feeling motivated to face these things. But when that person said that to me, it was like I felt like a wee bit of a hypocrite, because I really want to help everyone and helping individuals and support them, and I'm doing that. But even me saying, look, always remember to look after yourself, but yet I forgot to look after myself properly. It's quite ironic, isn't it? But guys, go easy on yourselves. Everyone struggles with the mental health. Everyone struggles with their issues. You should never feel ashamed for that fact. And you should always give yourself the opportunity to believe in yourself, and you should always give yourself the opportunity to grow and to learn from mistakes and to improve as a human being, and just to be nice to yourself, you know? And if people really care about you and love you, they'll be there for you and they'll support you. You know what I mean? That's what it means to be human, pretty much. It's empathy, sympathy, support, you know? And I let myself struggle a wee bit there for several months, and it didn't feel like people understood that. I didn't even allow myself to properly understand that. But I just felt it was important to talk about that, because, you know, I want to be open with you guys. I want people to have a real image of who I am. I'm not some freaking person that just does everything that he can. He's all happy all the time. But goals for this year: read more, exercise, get healthy, feel fit, and, you know, just always improve the world one step at a time. And you should find yourself some goals, find yourself some time and opportunity for yourself, improve what you want to improve, be whoever you want to be. And if you need some therapy, need some support, need some help, do that for you. As long as it's for you, that's all that matters. Go easy on yourself in this world because it's mad, it's crazy. But guys, that's all I can say. I know it's a bit long, but I just felt like I needed to say something. But remember to always look after yourselves. I'll see you in a bit.